Welcome back, Goo fans! It is I, Pokemon Master Bowser Jr. And on the table, we have a complete set of Heroes of Goo Jitsu, Dino Power, also their alternate forms, Dino X-ray, which includes the ultra rare Smashadon you see now. Yeah, I've had these guys for a few months and not been able to find Smashodon in stores, so I just went ahead and bought them online. But enough of that, let's just get started with these guys. Starting with the leader of the Dino-powered Goo Jitsu heroes. Tyro the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yes, the leader of the Dino-powered Goo Jitsu fighters. And is back in his alternate bony form, it seems. But he's still super gooey, just with different liquids. As you can see, he stretches up to 3 times its size. And on the back, you can see the list of the heroes of Goo Jitsu you need to collect. And it even specifies the character's species and their name. Like Tyro, for example. His species is a Terrax. And he has a new feature, See My Bones. Oh, and they even show the little signal or symbol to let you know if they're good or bad. And as you can see, from this point here, Tyro's a good guy because he has a paw, which means he's a hero of Goo Jitsu. Now we got that out of the way, let's get to unwrapping this guy. Now, it's just like before with Series 3. They have the same packaging. And there he is, Tyro. And he's standing. Awesome. From all the way around, he's very detailed. And the thing to notice is that their heads are now polished and shiny. And I don't want to put any scratches or dirt on it because it's so shiny. Anyway, it says here on the package that he's super stretchy or gooey. So let's give his goo feeling a test. Yep. It's one of those goo feelings that you have to stretch and not squish around that much. And you don't want to pull too hard because you might break one of the bones or femurs of his rib cage, which is inside Tyro's chest. Kinda creepy if you ask me. But that's how they make him in Dino X-ray. And as you know, he has spikes on the back and his tail. And he also has those things on his head, just like he does in Series 3. And the thing to notice about him is that he actually has a belt now, which represents the Hero of Goo Jit logo. See? Now, on to the next one. Next, we have Tritops. The one with the broken horn. And he also has a rib cage just like Tyro. But only he's not stretchy, he's actually goopy. And he also has the feature, See My Bones. And from the back, it's the same thing, but with him on top. And we open up Tritops. Oh, and I forgot to mention that he's also a good guy from the logo over there. And there he is, Tritops out of the package. And also standing as well. Just like last time. That's really awesome. And he is much different than he was before. Like his hair is now spiky. Ah, who am I kidding? It's always been spiky. And now for his cool feeling. Well, as you can see, there's water inside of it. And there's also glitter. Let's have a look. And wow. Now let's try to squish it. I don't know if you saw that. I'm trying to get it close up here. Wow. It glitters just like a snow globe. Awesome. Nice. And the way I do this exposes his rib cage, which is kind of creepy. Oh, I grabbed onto his rib cage while stretching. And luckily, these bones don't break apart because his liquid is not hard to stretch. And it's more like watery. And he's also a part of the Dino-powered Goo jit fighter team. And I'm only disappointed because they didn't add Braxor in there. But luckily, they added Veraps. But we'll get to him in a minute. Now, moving on to another one.
Lava Slam!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the guy you've been all waiting for. Blazagon, the leader of Heroes of Goo Jitsu. The regular Heroes of Goo Jitsu. And he's been bona fide. And now he's super stretchy.
What the shrimp is going on?
On the back, same thing, but with him on top, and a good guy as well. Now, unwrap him. And voila! Blazagon out of the package. And is also standing. But due to the legs I pulled him out of, he's trying to keep his balance. Anyway, another great looking dragon, as always. All the way around, he has spikes on his back, just like last time. And his face is surprisingly detailed. Almost looks like a Chinese dragon, some sort of thing. But oh well. Still got that yellow horns on his head. And a good guy paw as well. And Tritops also has a good guy paw on his initials on his belt too. Now, just like with Tyro, his goo is stretchy. And his goo is very stretchy. And his bones and his rib cage are very different. It's black, while Tritops over there is blue and has spikes on them. And I also noticed that Tyro's rib cage is white. And he's also a friend of Tyro. Very much like this guy, as well as Tyro. Oh, and speaking of friend of Tyro,
I hope when I change, I'm full of ice cream. Oh, rainbow.
Thrash the Shark. Or should I say, Thrash the Megalodon. He's also a friend of Blazagon. And from the looks of it, Blazagon is trying to keep his balance, but keeps tipping over. Now let's just lay him down like so. Anyway, back to Thrash. He's one of the heroes of Goo Jitsu who loves putting the cucumber right next to Pantaro to scare him. Which is kind of hilarious. Anyway, he's super squishy, just like the last two series. And also a good guy as well. Now, diving into action with this guy. And there he is, Thrash the Megalodon, and unfortunately falls over. But unlike Blazagon, he stands up, but tips over. Oh wait, now he's standing. Anyway, for Thrash, he's very different this time. His skin is teal. And his necklace is not yellow. But his goo feeling is different. More of a watery substance. But unlike Tritops, it's not very watery. It's more like gel. And you can hear that by squishing him around. And his rib cage is yellow. Cool bonus for that. And he also has a good guy paw on his belt. Now, moving on to the one who tried to eat Braxor at the museum. Shredz the Spinosaurus. The evil Spinosaurus. Who tried to rule the world with an army of Dino Goo soldiers. / Dino Goo Jurassic Wilders. And he is super oozy. And I remember that time he tried to eat Braxor at the museum. And I remember it well. Too well.
Ugh. Well, the buffet's fake.
Yours, maybe, not mine. And I'm famished.
Tyro bravely saved him from Braxor's demise.
Back off, Overbite. He's my lunch. If you're a good little junior carnivore, I may let you have the leftovers.
Nobody's eating anybody. Look around. This is not the world we knew. We're goo and improved. Goo, yeah. Your lunch can fight back now.
He's super oozy this time. And you've seen him at the end of the episode of Heroes of Goo Jitsu Dino Power. He survived the explosion, but was changed into his bony form, his alternate form. The form of the thing that you see now. And on the back is the same, but with him on top. And the different thing is, see that skull? That means he's a bad guy. Meaning that he's a wilder. Now, to remove him from his bony prison, behold, the evil Spinosaurus, Shredz, and his alternate bony form. And just like before, he's menacing, and now he's scary. And he's now purple instead of black. And he's standing just like Tyro and Tritops and Blazagon. And from all the way around, he is one very menacing and malevolent Spinosaurus. And just like with Thrash, same substance. But only this time, his bones and his rib cages are pink. Or should I say, hot pink? I can't really tell. He was the one who teamed up with Redback in the Wilder headquarters and asked him to bring the Goo meteor to Shred's hideout. And he got a little something on his chest. And he has a skull on his belt. Very, very creepy. And he's a wilder. And he's not the only one who got bona fide. He also has a partner, which is none other than...
If I'm going to take back this planet for its rightful rulers, the dinosaurs, I'll need some goons. The badder, the better.
Terrack the Pterodactyl. The only Jurassic wilder who has wings and that is able to fly. And he's also a wilder just like Shredz. For he is super scrunchy. And is wilder because he has a skull right there.
And there he is. Terrack the Pterodactyl. The only Jurassic Wilder who has wings and is able to fly. And he has quite a sneer. All the way around, he's very vicious. And the only one who doesn't have a tail, but instead have wings to fly. And for his goo filling, just like Shredz and Thrash. And what's different about Terrax's rib cage is that there's a different feel to his rib cage and bones. And I don't hear any scrunching at all. The pterodactyl has landed. He swoops in from the skies, his claws and talons gleaming at the moonlight. I am a phoenix who has risen from the ashes of rage. I am the bird of prey.
Taking a break from the single pack and moving on to one of the double pack. Which in this case, Thrash with See My Bones feature versus Veraps with the Chomp Attack feature. Thrash is super squishy and Veraps is super stretchy. This time, Thrash has gray skin with blue bones, while Veraps has red skin and black tarp. And on the back, it shows some details about Thrash and Veraps. Thrash with See My Bones and Veraps with a Chomp Attack. Thrash, the Megalodon. Thrash dives into battle headfirst for some bone-busting action. He's not just tough on the outside, he's bad to the bone. Watch out if you get under his skin. And he has a paw, meaning he's a good guy. Versus Velociraptor, named Veraps. Fast, furious, and flexible. Nobody can hold down Veraps. This Goo jit dino has a bone to pick and defeats his opponents with a chomp attack before they know it. And he has a skull, which means he's a wilder. Just kidding. He's a Goo jit fighter. He should have had a paw, meaning he's a good guy and a hero of Goo jit. I guess they've mistaken him for a wilder. Alright, enough lollygagging. It's time to bust these two out of the package. And here they are, out of the package. Thrash and Veraps. In the fossil face-off. Let's have a look at Thrash first. Thrash is very different this time. He looks the same, but has different colors. And look! He has his necklace yellow instead of the original one. And his bones are blue. Light blue. And now to Veraps. Veraps looks like the same thing we saw in Season 3. But he's very different in Season 4. His skin is red and has a black tarp. And this might be whenever Veraps goes into his alternate form when using fire. Or I have no idea what this alternate form involves being in when it comes to Veraps. But I do know that he has a chomp attack as well. And just like with Blazagon and Tyro, very stretchy. That makes two of them of the fossil face-off. And now, moving on to the ultra-rare Goo jit fighter on the list.
Now that Skull Pouch is frittered off, what are we gonna do?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna kick some Spino butt.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present you the rarest of Goo jit fighters, the ultra rare, super mushy Smashadon. With glow-in-the-dark bones. When you touch his skin through a trimmy window, you might be able to touch his trunk as well. And on the back, same thing, but with him on top, with glow-in-the-dark bones, and he's a good guy, because he's a hero of Goo jit, and he has this logo. Now, to unfreeze him from the package,
Behold, Smashadon. And just like with Tritops, snow globe-like liquid. And his rib cage doesn't break open. That's a good thing. And his tough fur might have been splitted when he was packed in. Oh well, still looks nicer. His fur looks nicer. And he does not stab. See? But his glow-in-the-dark feature, there's something you don't see every day. And the only way to test that out is by turning off the light. Which will happen right now. I don't see any glow-in-the-dark thing. Maybe you just need to be brighten up a little. With this black light flashlight. How cool is that? His bones really do glow so bright. Oh dear. His glow-in-the-dark bones. They're fading. When you put in the black light flashlight, it will last longer. And hang on, I'll be able to turn on the light again. Be right back. And we're back. And as you can see, his glow-in-the-dark bones is really, really awesome. His bones and his head really glow. When you use the black light flashlight, it helps him glow even brighter. Now, on to the final pack of Heroes of Goo Jit Dino X-ray. And the last pack of the Dino X-ray is See My Bones Tritops versus Chomp Attack Shredz. Where Tritops is super goopy like last time, while Shredz on the other hand is super oozy. And on the back, same thing, but with different characters on them. Tritops, the Triceratops. Nothing beats the sheer brute strength of Tritops. With bone-crushing moves, he uses his spikes to fight. This hard-headed hero is ready to rattle some bones. And he's a good guy because he has a paw, meaning he's a hero of Goo-jitsu. Versus Shredz, the Spinosaurus. With his sharp moves, Shredz has a point to make and nails it every time. He's got the bite to take on any fight with a piercing chomp attack. And he's got a skull, which means he's a wilder. And they're in the Stone Age Rampage. Now let's rampage them out of the box. Here they are, Tritops and Shredz in the Stone Age rampage. Let's have a look at Shredz because we may have encountered his previous self in Series 3. He has pink skulls this time. And pink pants? Or actually, they're magenta. Magenta skulls and magenta pants. And magenta necklace. And just like the other one, does not stand. And his chomp attack lethal. This could be the alternate version of Shredz in his previous form, but with different colored when he turns back from his bony self. Or it could be his different counterpart. And now for Tritops. You've seen him before. He was green, but now he's blue, and with extra detail on his nostrils. And this time he has golden bones. And just like Smashodon and Tritops, snow globe liquid. And has pink bones, just like Shredz. And that pretty much wraps up all of the heroes of Goo Jit, Dino X-ray heroes and villains. And when you put them all together, you got one whole collection of Dino X-ray Goo Jit fighters and wilders. Had a heck of a time finding them all. Especially Smashadon. But I'm very glad that we completed it. And my personal favorite is Tritops, because he's the one that could stand along with Tyro. Well, here they are. All 8 heroes of Goo Jit and 3 wilders, making a total of 11. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!